On pages 15 and 16 of our Unit 2 notes, we are looking at finding the slope between any 2 points on a line. This is called the slope formula. The slope formula is given as y2 minus y1 divided by x2 minus x1, with the very most common mistake being that you do x2 minus x1 divided by y2 minus y1. So given these 2 points, I have x1, y1, my first point, x2, y2, and I'm going to subtract y2 minus y1. So negative 3 minus 1, and then x2 minus x1, 4 minus 2. This gives me negative 4 over 2, which is just a slope of negative 2. I'd like you to notice that these are very arbitrarily defined. I could have said that this was my first point, and then I would have y2 minus y1, y minus negative 3 over 2 minus 4. 1 minus negative 3 is positive 4, 1 plus 3. 2 minus 4 is negative 2, which gives me negative 2. So don't worry about identifying which point is point 1 and which point is point 2. Worry about or think about making sure that you are putting the change in y2 minus y1, over the change in x, x2 minus x1. Now in class, I highly recommended that instead of using that slope formula, you make a mini table, which has you performing actually the same computation, but you're just much less likely to make a mistake with negatives. So I just placed my 2 points within this mini table, and then I look at how y is changing from this point to the next. So going from 1 to negative 3, I'm going down by 4. Going from 2 to 4, I'm going up by 2. It's an up. So my change in y over change in x is negative 4 over 2, which gives me the same answer that I got above, negative 2. And again, I could have put those 2 points in any order. If I would have written them in this way, I would have had a change in y of plus 4, a change in x of negative 2, which would still give me a slope of negative 2. So again, if you are not a super duper pro at adding and subtracting negative numbers, I'd really like you to use the mini table. Now sometimes you're not just asked to find the slope, but you're asked to find the entire equation. In this case, you're first going to use the slope formula or a mini table to find the slope. 10 to 2, we're going down 8. 4 to 8, we are going up 4. That gives me a slope of negative 8 divided by 4, which is negative 2. If you were to circle that answer and say, oh, I'm done, you would have very partial credit on this question because we're asked for the entire equation. That means you are being given the opportunity to solve for b. So in my equation, I know y equals negative 2x plus some start value that I'm not given. I need to plug in one of my 2 points as an example, x and y, that make my equation true. So I could choose either one. 10 equals negative 2 times 4 plus b. 10 equals negative 8 plus b. Adding 8, and I get b equals 18. That means my equation is y equals negative 2x plus 18. I like to check to make sure that my equation is correct by making sure that both points do make it true. So negative 2 times 4 is negative 8 plus 18. Yes, that does give me 10. Negative 2 times 8 is negative 16 plus 18, and I do get a y value of 2.